Hello, everyone. I told everybody that I would um, tell them about my past, tell you all about my past. I've decided that I'm not going to tell you all about my past. I will give you an example of the 5 years before I got incarcerated, or before I got involved in this thing. I realize I do not need to tell anybody. I really don't owe anybody an explanation. Um, all right. This example is one of the things that had happened to me that made it so I couldn't. Well, that was part of why I couldn't think straight. Um, One of my siblings. Well, see, I idolized some of my siblings and some others also, and I never should have done that. And I certainly don't idolize them now. But this example is probably one of the most disgusting to me. One of my siblings needed some work done on the house, and so I had a septic business at the time, and I was making good money, and so I took my crew up to their house, up to my sibling's house, and did $700 worth of work on their house, and including paying the crew and all that. And I told them it was a Christmas present, and if they want to give me a Christmas present back, then they can give me, make me some macaroni and cheese. There's some homemade macaroni and cheese that they made. And I did the same for another sibling. Went up to their house and I did $700 worth of work, including paying for my crew and even using some of the materials that I had and all that. And I told them if they wanted to, the same thing, that it was a Christmas present. If they wanted to give me a Christmas present back, they can make me some deviled eggs. And then another sibling I gave $425 to for heating oil, and told them that if they want to give me it was a Christmas present, if they want to give me a Christmas present back, they can make me some of their homemade meatballs. And I never saw the meatballs, I never saw the deviled eggs, and I never saw the macaroni and cheese until the following year. My sibling came down with a pot of macaroni and cheese and asked me to borrow $500 so they could get Christmas presents for the kids. So I gave them $500 so that way the kids could get Christmas presents. And I told her, the same thing, just make me another thing of macaroni and cheese. And to this day, I've never seen the macaroni and cheese. And I told them, don't make it take a year. Well, they didn't make it take a year because they still haven't gotten it, so it's been way over a year. Whatever, I don't want the macaroni and cheese now anyway. But that there is an example of how I was treated for 5 years by people I idolized and loved, and you know, and I still love them because they're my siblings, but I will never let them get close to me again, and I certainly will never do anything for them in that manner. But that there is an example of 5 years worth of treatment, same type of treatment, and it was being the youngest in the family. It hurt me quite a bit, and that's why Betty's job went the way it did. And that's why I sold my house for $8,000 after I had over $60,000 into it, and gave away about 3 truckloads of tools, and packed up the rest of my stuff and left and went to Nashville. Because I couldn't take it anymore. I just had to get away from being used like I was. And that right there led up to the reason why I couldn't think straight when I got involved with the sting. So, but that there is all I'm going to say about it. For those of you that want to know when the next show is going to be, it will be next weekend on April 15th or 16th, one or the other. And I guess